Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jalen. Hello, if you are new here, feel free to subscribe and like the video. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a disclaimer here and tell you guys that this is just my opinion. This is what I believe. If you have a different opinion, I'm totally cool with hearing like whatever your side is. Please, if you can prove me wrong, do it. But leave evidence, leave links, leave proof, not just words or your cousin saw something, okay? Like, leave me some legit facts because I'm getting really irritated. So basically, if you don't know, all over Facebook, if you have Facebook, you would know that this thing called Momo is popping up in children's videos on like YouTube for like Peppa Pig videos, Fortnite videos, and then there was another one, and like these are on YouTube Kid, like the kids channel, the app, you know, for children. And people are seeing apparently this character pop up in the middle of a normal like video. So the video has been normal and you're in the middle of it. And all of a sudden Momo pops up and is telling children how to kill themselves or how to hurt their parents or how to cut their wrists and just bad things, right? I mean, that's horrible. And when I first saw this, it was weeks ago, and I was like, wow, like, you know, I watch YouTube Kids every single day. I literally turn Peppa on at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it doesn't go off until 7 o'clock at night when my husband gets off work. So literally all day, I mean, we're not sitting there watching it the entire day, but it is on the entire day in the background as long as I am in the house with my son and the TV. Like, the TV is Peppa is always on, guys. I can tell you every Peppa Pig episode that has ever happened. We see a lot of Peppa, and I was so concerned because I was like, oh my gosh, like I watch Peppa Pig every single day. And what if something like that popped up on the screen? First of all, it would scare the crap out of me. And my son's kind of too young to really get it. He's only 1.5 years. So anything they say, like, he's not going to get it. He might be a little scared about like what she looks like if she pops up on the screen, but he's not going to get what's happening. So that's not really my concern right now. It's scary, and it is very concerning if he was 5 years old and he was watching things alone, like if he wasn't with me all the time and he's in his room and he has his TV on and then this thing pops up. That is scary, that is stressful, and especially as a parent, that's very nerve-wracking. And I think that's why this has had such a huge emotional response, and it's just being shared and shared and shared, and people are saying they saw it too. But here's my issue. This is 100%, in my opinion, a hoax. It is fake. It is not real. This is not really happening. And the reason I think that is because there has been no proof, no evidence. There's no links. There's no screen recordings. There's no actual just recordings of it happening. No one has any proof. And people are saying they're seeing this, but nobody has proof. And I get it. Like, someone commented to me when I said that on another video, and they were like, what, the first thing you're going to do if you see this is pull your camera out and film it? Yeah. I 100% would, and maybe a normal person wouldn't. Like, okay, that's fine. But if everyone is freaking out about this on the internet, why is there now still not one, like, just small piece of evidence that this is happening? I literally could not find one video. There's someone uploaded a YouTube video. It was 18 hours ago earlier when I watched it, so yesterday. And the title was like, Momo is not a hoax, it's real, like blah blah blah, it's really happening on Peppa Pig and stuff. And they had no evidence in their video. They were just talking about it. And how are you going to say something is true without evidence? Which is why this video obviously is just my opinion. But honestly, if this was happening, if this was a real thing, if this is something we should be concerned about, there would be evidence that it is happening. Like, people are just talking about it. It's all talk. It's hearsay. It's a hoax. It is not real. Like, I'm sorry. I watch Peppa for 45+ hours a week, and I've never seen anything like this on there. And I literally live my life watching Peppa. So, and it's just so annoying. Like, whoever started it is just a jerk, trying to scare people, trying to get YouTube views low or something. I don't know, some sort of crazy thing. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't understand. Now, I will say that the Momo challenge does exist, and there are people who have lost their lives because of it, but these people are targeted. And if you haven't heard of the blue whale game, it is basically the exact same thing. They're both the exact same, like, challenge basically. So if you don't know what it is, here's how it happens usually. So somebody who is one of these moderators, the people who are seeking these people out, will look at, you know, hashtags of different like issues. So they try to find people with a mental illness, mental disorder, somebody who's down, someone who's depressed, someone who's having a hard time. So they find these people and they message these people and they pull them in and they're like, hey, like, do this challenge. And then they slowly start to give them worse and worse challenges, like on like day 20 or something, you're supposed to like cut your wrist like with a word or something, and then you take a picture and send it to this person. But once you agree to do this challenge, you can't quit. So you can't just say, okay, I'm not doing that. You literally have to finish the challenge. And if you don't, they like threaten to kill you or kill your family and all sorts of crazy stuff. They just threaten you, they scare you. And these are young, impressionable, depressed people who are being manipulated into doing these things. And then on day 50, you're supposed to kill yourself. And a lot of people have. And that is extremely sad. And that has happened. And that is a real thing. And the guy who did the blue whale game, he's in prison, I'm pretty sure. I watched another video on this a long time ago, and he did get in trouble. And I'm sure he's still in prison. I'm sure they wouldn't let him out after everyone who died because of this. So that's a real thing. The Momo challenge thing is a real thing. People have died because of it. But this whole Momo on Peppa Pig is not real. It's not a thing. It is a hoax. There's no evidence. Do not tell me something is true if there's literally no evidence. There's just none. There's nothing. There's nothing that says this is true. And until somebody leaves me down below a link, a video, anything, any type of proof that this is actually happening, then it's not. And I'm in a bunch of different Facebook groups for like gore stuff, because my husband likes that kind of stuff, so it's just all over the place. And everyone in those groups are also saying like they don't think it's real either. Why can't anyone provide any proof or evidence to it? So the point is that you 100% should monitor what your children are watching. 100%. So this isn't me saying you don't need to worry about what your kids are watching or something like that. You should always worry. You should always be cautious. You should always like have control over any devices that your kids are having. You need to have child locks. You need to do things because kids are sought out. They are more vulnerable than an adult. They don't realize certain things that can happen to them because they're so young and vulnerable and impressionable. So yes, you should watch and see what your children are watching. You should be cautious and aware, but there is no Momo popping up in the middle of a Peppa Pig video that is going to scare your child. I'm sorry. It's not happening. It's just not. And that's just my opinion. And like I said, if you want to argue with me with facts, go ahead and leave them down below and I will gladly change. I'm the first person to admit when I'm wrong. I totally will make another video saying, oh, hey guys, I was wrong. This is true. Here's the proof. But until I see that, like, it's not real. It just isn't. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is just like a rant because I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing this all over the internet, guys. I choked. All over the internet. It's everywhere. And it's really driving me crazy because it's not real. It's on news stations, like Fox 5 is talking about it. What? How are all these people discussing this when there's literally no evidence that it's happening? It just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, thank you for watching, and yeah, bye guys.